Welcome to the Psalms Compressed. Today we are going to look into Psalm number 62. God alone, a kingdom mindset. And this psalm starts with, "Truly my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from him. Truly he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken." And if we skip verse 3 and 4 and just continue to read verse 5 and 6, it says there, "Yes, my soul, find rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken." So there is clearly a pattern here. But David seems to jump a bit back and forward. David feels ganged up, and he pictures himself as a wall that's already cracked and leaning, structurally weak, about to collapse. His enemies, they are pushing all at once, trying to finish him off. It is not a fair fight. So imagine this. I'm already vulnerable and you are still coming at me. How long are you going to kick me while I'm down? I think this is likely during Absalom's rebellion, when David's throne and life were both shaky. His opponents saw weakness and piled on. And verse 4 that we skipped says, they only planned to thrust him down from his high position. So you see, the whole goal is to knock him out of his high position as a king and as someone that God has elevated. And this isn't just a random violence, it is really a political assassination. Character and reputation first, then like a literal removal. They take pleasure in falsehood. They bless with their mouth, but inwardly they curse. And I think this is the kicker. David's enemies, they are two-faced. To his face they are loyal, God bless you, king, and so on. But behind the scenes they are lying. They are cursing him. They enjoy deceit. It's betrayal by people who should be allies. And I think this is the kind that hurts more than an open enemy. The you here, if you continue to follow along in verse 3, is not the singular you as one perhaps might think, like directed to God or some specific person. No, it is actually a plural you. David, he isn't talking to just one person, it is a crowd, likely Absalom supporters, political rivals. Biblical hope isn't wishful thinking. It is settled. Confidence in God's character and his coming kingdom. And David, he repeats God alone 3 times. This is monotheistic alliance. The psalm forces in a way us to ask, when the whole world shakes, politics, health, reputation, what is the one thing that we actually trust? For God alone, O my soul, wait in silence, for my hope is from him. So the psalm teaches us habits of the heart. Silence is not passivity, it is resistance. In a culture of noise, outrage and self-promotion, waiting quietly before God is actually a political act. It declares that our vindication, our victory, comes from him, not from spin, from money, status, and so on. So perhaps something that we can all try, it is to take 2 minutes. We start with 2 minutes. It can go up to 10 minutes, but let's start with 2 minutes today. 2 minutes each day. No podcasts, no scrolling, no TV, no newspaper. Just breathe and repeat from verse 5, my hope is from him. Power belongs to you, O God, and with you, Lord, is unfailing love. Ancient rulers, they claimed power without love, or sentiment without power. But the God of Israel, revealed fully in Jesus Christ, is both. For Professor Wright, that I studied before going into this psalm, the cross and the resurrection are where power and unfailing love finally meet. So, when David says, trust in him at all times, pour out your heart before him, he's actually inviting us into a relationship with a God who is both strong enough to hold us and kind enough to listen to us. Those of low estate are but a breath, those of a high state are a delusion. If riches increase, set not your heart on them. This is in a way empire thinking, and Psalm 62 dismantles it. Human status, wealth, and even violence are lighter than breath. When weighed against God, the Christian calling is to live as signposts of a different kingdom, one where security comes from God's future, not our portfolios. So where am I tempted to build my fortress? Out of money, reputation, or perhaps control? And what would it look like to transfer that trust to God alone today? Father, you alone, you are our rock and our salvation. Teach our souls the hard discipline of waiting quietly before you. In a world of tottering fences, make us persons whose lives says, power and love belong to you. We pour out our hearts to you now, our fears, our gaspings, our plans. So be our refuge and be our spirit. Make us signposts of your kingdom today through Jesus, the true King. Amen.